What's up, guys? It's Missy. I am back with another SimCity Build It video. Alright, today we are doing one of the all-in-one Contest to Mayors videos. So this is the new list for the Streaks feature for the Contest to Mayors. Okay, so this is the Streaks assignment, which is donuts for 1,400. Now, I told you guys that there's a lot of steps to doing the Contest of Mayors and things that you need to know as a low-level player who is avoiding upgrades. If you're a high-level player and trying to play the contest, this is not the video for you. This is not the tutorial for you. Okay? Now, there's a new feature that or a new technique that I'm going to be doing in terms of teaching you guys, and it's called Contest of Mayors Math. But before we get into the Contest of Mayors Math, I want to do a task assessment and a list breakdown on the list that we're going to be using. So, for those of you guys who haven't already subscribed, make sure you do that as I do post videos daily. Okay, so task assessment, we need to start with setting the scene as we are working on somebody else's list here. Now, they are in Mega. They are level 24. This full circle means that they have used up all their experience, so they cannot do any upgrades whatsoever. Okay? That being said, they're in Mega. They're level 24, which means basically it's an all-in type of deal. Now, they only have 14 tickets. Okay? I'm actually using somebody's list that they got this week. Okay? Now, this person only has 14 tickets because they were using the tickets in the lower leagues, even though they shouldn't have been. Sorry, you guys. I gotta get that off there. Okay, so let's start with the task assessment. And we're going to do the task breakdown and the task assessment at the same time. The task assessment is where you go through and you refresh your brain on everything that you know about that task. And I'm going to do this super quick because we already did this in part 1. This is a breakdown. So this is a main task. Okay, this is a premium task, which means it has the ability to be worth 3,000 points. This is a main task because it is over 2,000 points. Therefore, it is the obvious choice here, right? What do we know about this task? It is a limited task, meaning you can only do so many of them before you end up running out of them. Because he's in Mega, this will work just fine. So it's a limited premium main task. Okay, so let's say it's main, premium, limited. Okay? Now, we already said what we know about it. We're going to move on to the next one. The VU for 3,000 is another main task because it's over the 2,000 points. It is premium, and it's not limited. So that's all we have to say about that one, and that it is the obvious next choice or first choice. Now we have mountain expansion. This is also a main task. It exceeds the 2,000 place value, which means it is another obvious choice, right? Now, this one is a non-premium, but it is always worth the 2,500, and it is limited, meaning once you do them all, that's it. That's all you get. Delivery to Tokyo is a main task because it exceeds the 2,000 place value. It is premium, and it is not limited. Okay, grass, we would start prepping that if we hadn't already. And this is a premium task. It is a rotatable task, so we would put an R next to it. What this means is that when the main tasks are gone, you move to your rotatable options to bring in more main tasks. Okay? Now, we need to start the prep on the grass one at a time if we hadn't already prepped those. The keys at 1,200 place value. This is a rotatable task, but not until we get to our tickets because of this place value. Okay? So, that means this is a non-premium, and we're moving on to the next. This is a rotatable, non-premium task. This is something that we can do, but it is limited. Okay, so once we use up all of our epics, that's it. That's all we get. Now we have a upgrade town, old townhome for 1,200. This is a no touch, not a no touch cancel, just a plain no touch. Okay, because of the place value, it's going to sit there for the duration of the contest. Same with the chemicals. They do not reach that 1600 place value, you will not do them. That is a no touch. Monster at 1000 points is no touch for the duration of the contest. Design challenge 800, no touch for the duration of the contest. Okay, this one is an upgrade. Upgrade we don't do. Chems at this value we do not do because the algorithm is so terrible. Now, the monster, again, algorithm is extremely high on this thing, and it will just keep coming back, causing problems, so that's no touch. Common war attack. Now, this one is a, technically, this one can be worth 2,400 points, so it's technically a non-premium, but it is a rotatable task, and you should do it if you run out of main tasks and it becomes the right choice based on the contest mayor's math. Okay, so now that we know everything that we know about this list, we need to proceed to phase 2, and that is implementing the contest mayor's math. Now, the contest mayor's math has several different formulas that you're going to be doing. Now, there's a list formula, and then there is a formula where you're going to be comparing task versus task. So first, we're going to start with the list formula because we need to compare our entire list. So, that being said, we're going to break it down into 3 categories, okay? Value, value opportunity, and opportunity, okay? So, you're going to have to bear with me here with the recording devices. This is what I got. So, that being said, what we're going to do is at 1,500 or higher on a list format, value is greater with 1,500 or higher, okay? So this is over 1,500 points, so the value is good. It's high, right? Value opportunity is the place value opportunity, meaning once you clear this, you open up this 3K place value. So you have opportunity within this value, okay? That also gets an up arrow. Now, opportunity is by doing this type of task, you open up the possibilities for better opportunities to come in, right? So opportunity is good with the upgrade war card. That is all 3 up arrows. That would be a +3, okay? Moving on to the second one, the launch VU for 3,000. We have an up arrow on the value is good, the value opportunity is good, and opportunity is also good. That is a +3, okay? The mountain for 2,500, value is good because it exceeds the 1,500 threshold. Value opportunity is good. Opportunity, I mean, this task keeps coming back, but that's good because of the fact that it is, you know, we're 2,500 points. So we have a delivery to Tokyo at 2,000 that exceeds the 1,500 threshold. Value opportunity is good, and opportunity is good as well. So this one is also a +3. Notice how all of your main tasks are +3s? Okay, moving on. Now we've got the grass for 1,200. 1,200 value is down. Value opportunity is down. Opportunity is good. So you have a +1. Okay? Keys is at 1,200. Value is down. Value opportunity is down. Opportunity is down. This is a -3. Okay? Now we've got upgrade townhome. Now this is a no touch, so we actually, oh wait, no, we're on epic. Epic is down, down, up. And then we're actually going to write okay next to it. Okay? Because the opportunity isn't super good right now with the epics. Basically, it usually comes back within 3 rotations, and then you end up with a decent, you know, option opened up usually is what happens. But because this is a limited task, meaning it can only be done, you know, until you run out of them, you want to be very careful of how many you use. So you want to save your epic points, and you want to make sure that you're paying attention to your cooldown times. Okay, chemicals and monster and design challenge and upgrade townhome are all no touch no matter what. So we're crossing all of these off, okay? Now the war card here is a down on the value, down on value opportunity, and up on opportunity. So this is a +1. This is a +1. Okay, now that we have the list looking like this, we broke it down in the list format. Now, from here, this is where the math gets kind of interesting, because now you have to decide which one of these tasks you do based on all of this data here, okay? So what you're doing essentially is you're looking for the task that provides the best value and the best opportunity, right? Okay, so starting here, we would go for the highest value in the list, which is the upgrade war card. But we are now saying, well, look, we also have another 3,000 point task in the list. So now we're comparing the war card to the VU, right? That's what we're doing. So what we would do is we would take the two tasks that we've narrowed it down to, and we would compare the two. So we would write, it's almost like a math problem. We're going to write it out like this. We're going to say upgrade war card for 3,000, okay? Versus VU for 3,000. So this is our math. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do the same formula that we did up here, except for we're going to add a couple of things to our list here. So we've got value. Now we're comparing value to these two tasks specifically, not to an entire list, right? So let's say that this one was at 3,600, value would be high, and then value would be low on this one, because this one would be higher. But in this case, they're both exactly the same. So we're going to write equal where the value is. They're equal, okay? Value opportunity is also equal. Now, opportunity. Do you get better opportunity with the war card versus the VU challenge? No, it's the same. So equal. So right here, we don't really need to go much further than this, but we're going to. So what else do we need to take into consideration here? We need to take into consideration limited, game, DT, value difference. Okay, there is no value difference. Downtime, there is no downtime. What's going on in your game that would prohibit you from being able to do either of these? There is nothing. Limited. This one is limited. This one is not limited. Okay? So you're going to end up doing this one anyway. You might as well get it done, right? That's just something you want to be cognitively aware about when you are, doing these types of assignments. So it doesn't matter which one you do under these circumstances, right? There's nothing going on like, oh, this can only be done during war, so you better get this done quick. Nothing that says that. So right here we have two tasks that could basically just, it doesn't matter, right? Okay, so now let's look at a different formula, a different math problem. Okay, so let's just say we did the war card and the launch VU. So this is how you do your list. Okay, once you go from the list is where the math starts to get a little bit more intense. So basically, to practice math, all you have to do is pick two tasks. Okay? If you want to practice. And practice this formula out. So you're going to have value, value opportunity, opportunity, value difference, what's going on in your game, is the task limited, okay, and downtime, that's what it was. Couldn't remember off the top of my head. Okay, So this is the formula that we're going by, right? These are all the things that matter when you go to make your selection. So let's hypothetically say that you are looking at your list, and let's say that we've got the VU and the work hard done, okay? Let's just say this is your list. So you've got the mountain expansion for 2,500 and the delivery to Tokyo for 2,000. The mountain expansion for 2,500 is one of your highest. So we're going to do mountain for 2,500, okay? Now, what's the next highest? The delivery to Tokyo. For 2,000, right? Now, we can pretty much conclude that we would do this one over this one because this one is 500 points higher, right? Now, crossing this one off, now we have the delivery to Tokyo for 2,000. What else do we have here? Well, why would we do the grass for 1,280 when we have a delivery to Tokyo for 2,000? These are all your main tasks. Now, what do you do when it becomes confusing is when the main tasks are now all gone and they've been replaced with rotatable options, okay? That's usually where people start to get confused and don't know what to do anymore. They start to say, well, you know, I don't have any main options. So let's say this was replaced with a chairs for 1,400, a repair for, let's say, you know, 1,600, and a coins for 1,500. Let's just say that that is the replacement, okay? So we would wipe this off and we would start our list format here. On value, it's down, up, up, right? Value opportunity for the top one is down because it's below the 1,500. It's up on the repair and up on the coins. Opportunity on coins is okay because it ends up coming back within a few tasks. Now, actually, we're going to give that a down arrow because opportunity really, it varies. It will come back. Okay, now we have repair, which opportunity is low because it will come back. And then we have chairs, opportunity is good. Okay? So this is what we got going on. Now what we need to do is mark these rotatable because they all meet the rotatable option. This one is non-premium, this one is non-premium, and this one is premium. Okay. So this is what we got going on now. So now what we need to do is we need to pick out our highest in value. Out of all of our rotatable options, which one is the highest in the list? Well, we've got a 1,400 here, 1,500, 1,600. This is a 1,600. This is the highest in the list. Okay? So, let's do that. We're going to write out repair for 1,600 versus, what's the next one? What's our next highest in our list? Would be the coins, right? However, what else do we have to go on? Opportunity. What other task? So what you would do is you would say, okay, well, coins is the highest in value at 15. Okay. Then we have chairs is the next best highest with the best opportunity. So, looking at this, it comes down to these three. So how do you figure out which one is correct? Well, we need to go through the mathematical process again. Repair 1,600 for value is good. Now, it's higher than both of these, right? So these ones get down arrows. So this one is the highest in value, value opportunity, opportunity is low, okay? Value opportunity is pretty good, but value is lower here, okay? So it's actually going to be lower than opening up this one. So you get a down arrow. Now, opportunity is better on coins than it is on repair, but it's better on chairs than it is on coins, okay? So this one would be okay, this one would be good, this one would be bad in terms of opportunity. So now what we need to look at is this one has better opportunity than this one. Okay, so if opportunity and value are what matter, then we would cross this one off the list and compare these two. And we still have the same comparison here. Okay, all the arrows still match, right? So we basically have to pick between repair for 1,600 and chairs for 1,400. Now, how do we decide which one is the right choice? We have to look further into what we know about this task. So what we say with the repair is we say, okay, what's the value difference? Value difference is 200 points. The repair is 200 points higher than the chairs. What's going on in your game? Is there anything going on in your game that would prohibit you from being able to do either one of these tasks? No. So we write nada. Not relevant right now. Are either of these tasks limited time? Are they on a wartime?